In the year 2525, when there were birds and bees were still alive.
Well, hey, Erik Stolhanske,
hey,
how are you?
Good. That was your theme song in the year 2525.
I didn't know you were in the city studio just singing.
Yeah. It's like a baseball game where you have to enter to a theme song. What would be your theme song? Year 2525?
No, probably not. No.
In the year 3535.
In the year 2000.
15.
No, it would probably have to be something Pearl Jam. You know me.
Yeah.
I'm a rube. Hardcore Pearl Jam rube.
Which one? Old stuff? New stuff?
I don't know if people care, but
I think people care. I think people
My
care.
walk-up song, it doesn't have I've probably Given to Fly from Yield,
Oh, that's
1998.
a good one, yeah.
That's my fave.
That's inspiring.
That's my fave.
Given to Fly.
Yeah.
You can see that like balls flying out of the park. Hopefully not football.
Enough about me playing baseball. We want to talk about you.
Nah,
Let's talk about Super Troopers. I'm so stoked about this.
Super Troopers 2.
Super Troopers 2.
Yeah. I'm stoked too.
Let's just start with. I guess I want to get a quick background because PA likes to say we talk and text more than people know. But lately you've been pretty quiet. I'm like, there's got to be something going on because you didn't tell me much. And then all of a sudden I see this IndieGoGo site and I see you post on Facebook. I'm like, holy smokes, this is awesome.
I didn't want to give anything away.
Right, no, I appreciate that. It made the surprise that much better. I didn't take it personally. I'm like, why aren't you telling me what's going on in your life day to day, Erik?
I've been calling you 3 times every day.
And then all of a sudden it stopped. So how did it kind of come together that you wanted to do the crowdfund route?
Well, we got a little tired of not making a movie, so we decided to grab the bull by its horns and take control. I mean, we've been trying to get this off the ground forever, and you can wait for a studio to finally agree to do it, or you can take control and just go out. And every day we've had fans. I mean, almost every day you get a fan asking about sequel, and so you realize that there are fans out there that would support you and help you get it made. So we said, well, let's just all go out and make it together. Like go out in the barn and put on a show. So we put together a great list of incentives, perks, ways that fans can help us raise the money. And
so you're like, basically what you're doing is you're calling out the fans. You're like, all right, put your money where your mouth is. You want a movie? Let's do this together.
Let's go. Right.
And the easiest
we did it together, which is cool.
And if you haven't stumbled on this site already, the easiest way to find it is not remembering a web address. Just simply Google Super Troopers IndieGoGo, and you'll find it as simple as that. I think it's actually
not the easiest way. Just tell people, hey, go Google this.
Just Google it.
Just Google it.
Yeah, just Google it.
Yeah,
that should be a T-shirt. Just Google it.
Just Google it.
I probably put a different word in there. Like an F word or something like that.
Google it?
Yeah, no, not that one. Different one. Okay, so what'd you guys do? Like, your first goal was $2 million. Didn't you do that in like less than a day?
Yeah.
Or a day and a half? Was it 20 hours?
Something like that.
God. And then, so now to take it to the next level, your next goal is 3.75. You are currently at 3.62, which is pretty darn impressive.
Yeah.
But to get to that, there has to be some pretty darn cool perks. What can you rattle off? Just some of, even if they're outside of my price range, just rattle off some of the more badass perks.
Some of the big boys? Some of the people that own like oil rigs and stuff?
Yeah, them fellers.
Well, for $25 million, we'll father your child.
Do I get to choose?
Right here.
Do I get to choose which broken lizard guy it is, or is it like spin the bottle?
Yeah, we thought we'd put them all into like a centrifuge, spin it, and then when the child comes out, you get to guess which one you got.
So it's an ongoing bit. 9 months later, you have to decide. We have to guess which Super Trooper fathered your child.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's
if it's
just,
Jay, it's pretty obvious.
It's just $25 million. No big deal.
$25 million,
yeah.
For
what about some of the more realistic ones?
On the more realistic side, $100,000.
Let me just get this on camera. If somebody ponies up $25 million, are you guys going to do that?
We have it on the site.
Is it on there? I didn't know it was actually on there. I thought you were just goofing around.
No, it's on there. Look. Oh.
There it is. The indecent proposal. I didn't realize you were actually doing that. Okay, so what's $100,000?
$100,000 is the more realistic one. That is, we'll godfather your child. All 5 of us will be godfather to your children or child.
What does that include?
That includes we'll put $1,000 into their college education fund, and then we will send them
$1,000 of your money that you just gave them, by the way.
That might be the easier thing to do, but not as fun, right? And we won't be the godfather.
Yeah, but it's still awesome. Okay, so what else?
And then we'll send them a birthday gift every year on their birthday for 21 years. And call them, and they'll hang out with them, and we'll go ride to the Valley Fair with them, or wherever they want to go. We'll do whatever they want, whatever godfathers do.
What was the one that stood out to me? Oh, the best men.
Oh, best men, that'd be cool. We will be the groomsmen at your wedding, or we'll be the bridesmaids at your wedding, whatever you want us to be.
You're going like dress, garter, the whole bit?
If you
pony up 25 grand.
25 grand for us to be the best men at your wedding, we'll also wear dresses and be the bridesmaids. Whatever you want, whatever you need.
That's hot. And then maybe a Bridesmaid 2 sequel could come from that.
Ooh.
Now we're thinking.
We also have the concept where anything that you can think of, you can send it in to us, make a suggestion, and we'll consider doing it.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. There's also going to be a Minneapolis premiere, right?
Yeah. Really excited about, and one of the reasons I'm here talking to you today is I want people to know that there's an advanced screening in Minneapolis. I had to kind of fight for it. You know, we are only allowed a certain amount of advanced screenings around the country. And Fox and stuff, they push for like the biggest cities. But I said, we got to do Minneapolis, man. It's my hometown. I live there. I love it. Really great support there. Great.
Yeah, you live like downtown by the Walker Art Center, right?
Yeah, I live like 2 miles, like less than 2 miles from here.
Yeah, okay. That's perfect. Yeah, so he's a local boy. And so advanced screening and all the details are there. And I think that's only like $150, right? So that's actually something that's attainable.
Totally, yeah. $150.
And then
a couple weeks before the movie comes out, a couple of us will show up. We'll hang out, Q&A, hang out afterwards. We'll have a great time. I'll see if I can't, arrange a party or something where I'll go get together.
Okay. And then the most attainable of them all, which I think is kind of cool that you guys did, because a lot of people are like, well, you know what, I'm helping crowdfund this thing, but I don't even get what I'm helping the crowdfund. But you guys have made it so that they will.
Yeah, you mean the Fandango
the
Bango?
Fandango Bango.
Fandango Bango.
Right. So what do they chip in for that?
Well, for $35, you get a movie ticket, which was always important to us. That if you helped contribute to help make the film, you actually got to see the movie. Some grumblings in the past for other crowdfunding things have been that they pay money and they don't even get a ticket to see the movie.
Okay, so this one you'll be helping make the movie, and you'll have an advance ticket. So whenever that thing is done and in theaters. Yeah. You'll have a ticket to go.
I mean, hopefully you go see the movie anyway, so this way you help make the movie get made and you have the ticket.
So you guys have been obviously out promoting like crazy. Have you gotten to do anything really cool? Like, has there been a particular promotional stop that stood out to you?
Well, yeah. Particularly, I just checked something off my bucket list the other day.
Oh, you did?
Which was pretty amazing.
What was that?
I got to meet Willie Nelson via Beer Fest and Dukes of Hazzard. So I've got to work with him, but a couple days ago we got to meet Snoop Dogg, which was awesome.
Were you Erik Stolhanske or were you Rabbit?
Well, he has a web series, and he asked us if we'd come on, but he wanted us to come on as the Super Troopers, which is kind of funny because it's Snoop Dogg doing his thing, and then we show up as cops. You get the
brilliant.
You get the drift. Yeah,
I get it. So there might have been some stuff being passed around. Is what you're saying?
Snoop Dogg.
Right.
It's like Willie Nelson, Snoop Dogg.
What's the web series called? Smoked Out?
I don't remember what
something
it's called.
Like that.
I can't remember the name of it.
I thought that's what I heard it was called. Is that online now or not yet?
Well, he's got a bunch of them. Like Larry King was on there, and Seth Rogen, and
well, they're all neat and all, but we want to see the Super Troopers. Do you know? Are you guys up and live on his?
No, it's going to come out in June, I think.
June. Okay, so we need to watch for that in June.
But it was fun. It was cool to meet Snoop Dogg.
We goof around a lot, but in all seriousness, I have to imagine that. I mean, you're $3.62 million, the five of you essentially on your own. I mean, it's got to feel pretty cool, right? Because you get people telling you over the years, when is the sequel coming out? When are we going to do this? And they're actually showing you. I mean, it's got to be kind of like validation that people, how much they love. I mean, because we all kind of know that Super Troopers was a cult classic, but it's kind of got to be cool validation, right? That
humbling.
How much people love the movie.
Oh, man, it's humbling. It's really cool. Yeah, really, I mean, I was excited to make the movie in the first place, but now I'm really excited now that that there's fans out there that want to see it, and they've helped us make it.
Is there any more or any different pressure? Like if Movie House A gives you $50 million, say go make a movie. Sure, there's pressure to deliver, but that's kind of like, do you feel a different kind of pressure because you're raising all of this dough, or not really?
I get asked that question a lot, and I mean, I don't feel an added pressure. I mean, when we made the first one, we wrote a script. We wrote like 22, 23 drafts of script, and we wrote it until we thought it was funny. Like, we didn't just write a couple drafts and say, okay, it's good. Like, we wrote and wrote and wrote until we said, okay, we think the whole thing's funny. And we've been working on the script for a long time, and we just want to get it to a place where we feel as comfortable that the whole script is funny, and then just try to go out and make a movie that hopefully people will like as much as the first one.
I think it's to a certain extent too. You guys just have to do what you do.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
exactly,
Like, there's a reason that everybody loved the first one, so just go do that again.
Yeah.
And maybe don't feel too much pressure. Just go do what you do and try not to worry about that too much.
We don't want to try to make a movie that's just gonna that we write to just please the masses. Like, we want to do the same thing like we did the first one, and just write comedy that made us laugh. And sometimes it's out there, sometimes it hits, sometimes it doesn't. But I don't know. It's our style. It's our point of view. It's our brand of comedy.
All right. So as you're watching this, I don't know where I'll put it because we haven't put the blog together yet. But there'll be links to everything you need to know, either right up there or right down there. Probably right up there. That's my guess. No,
there.
don't mislead. Those are ads over there.
Don't go
you want
there.
them to go to the link.
That way.
It's probably like right there.
Here. Okay. So just check it out there,
or just Google it.
Google it.
Super Troopers 2, IndieGoGo. Just Google it.
Yeah, there's also brokenlizard.com/Twin Cities. That's for the advanced screening.
Again, you got a Minneapolis advanced screening when this puppy gets done.
Yep.
You got the Fandango Bango. I think that one, again, that's $35. You're helping out. This is...
I remember not too long ago, the Suburbs were putting a new album together. This was even before we were thinking about our IndieGoGo campaign, but I was like, oh, cool, I love the Suburbs. Huge fan in high school. And they were putting together a Kickstarter campaign. It was crowdfunding. I can't remember if it was exactly Kickstarter, but I was thrilled. I threw in money. I was excited.
Yeah.
I'd be more thrilled to help them make that album.
Yeah, I think it's an awesome way to go about doing it. Do you have a last question? Do you have, the next goal is 3.75. Do you have like an ideal number in your head that you'd really like to get to if you could? 10? That's kind of the goal, the big goal?
Sure. It'd be great.
Last question, probably the most important question I'm going to ask you today. Prediction for the Wild series.
I would say the Wild don't lose a game in the whole playoffs and win the Stanley Cup. You heard it here.
16-0, kids.
16
We're going to raise the cup.
0. Has that ever happened before?
Pretty sure not.
This year.
It's not the hardest trophy in pro sports to win for nothing.
We got Dubnyk.
We do have the Dubs.
We got the Dubs man.
I'm not even going to say what I like to call him. Follow me on Twitter if you'd like to know what I hashtag Dubnyk. I'm just not going to say it here.
The Dubyville smuggler.
Doobie-doo, where are you?
Doobie-doo.
Got some pucks to stop now. Doobie-doo, where are you? We've got some pucks to stop now.
I think it's going to go viral.
It's not.
No.
Eric, thanks for coming in, buddy.
Fletch.
I know you're in town, 2 days or something like that?
No, I got to go back tomorrow to LA.
Tomorrow? So when do you got here, 2 days ago? So just a couple. My point is, he's here a couple days, and he takes time to stop in and see little old Cities 97, which I appreciate.
Love Cities 97.